Hey, how you doing, everybody? Sean, coming to you from my home studio here in Dallas, Texas. Today is March 28th, 2026. This is going to be episode 61 from Cedar Light Sports, Detroit Red Wings NHL update. Let's just jump right into it, folks. Last night we had the Wings on the road in Buffalo squaring off against the mighty Sabres. Not playing good hockey, but nonetheless, they're leading the pack. Let's just jump right into it, folks. That's kind of what we do. I thought we started this game off pretty decently. We had a good jump for a road game here. Man, a huge 2 points. We were responding. We needed it. And we showed up. But we kept our feet moving. We got a power play early, where Alex DeBrincat at the 4:02 mark gave the Wings a 1-0 lead there early. And then playing onward, and a couple minutes later, we were rewarded another power play in the special teams. Good to see the special teams in the power play get a couple here. But you had Lucas Raymond at the 9:11 mark. Bam, another power play goal, giving the Detroit a 2-0 lead. Uh, and it's nice playing hockey with the lead, man, and not having that battle from behind, especially on the road. Getting that 2-0 lead is huge, but we played on. And then at the 16:06 mark, we had Casper giving the Wings a 3-0 lead, where it stayed at the end of one at 3. Heading into the second period, early on, uh, uh, Thompson gets Buffalo on the board at the 5:35 mark. 3-1 Detroit at this point. Man, the Sabres woke up and they were bringing it. Man, they were packing the heat, and man, they could have scored I don't know how many times. And I don't know, Gibson made some saves. He was stopping the shots. He wasn't looking good doing it, but hey, I'm not going to complain. He only gave up that one there, and the period nonetheless. But that's where it stayed on into the at the end of the period, 3-1 after two, heading into the third period, where we had Bernard Dockard get his first goal as a Red Wing, and his first career goal. You could hear him yell, "Yeah!" I was forced to watch the Buffalo feed because I'm out of market, but nonetheless, it was great to see him get that goal at the 15:46 mark, uh, making it a 4-1 Detroit lead. Buffalo answered back quickly, though, with Darlene at the 16:25 mark, making it a 4-2 Detroit lead. With their netminder pulled, they were putting some chances up, but we were defending, and Patrick Kane here at the 18:17 mark, he got his empty netter. I think it was his 13th goal there. Patty Kane sealed the deal there at 5-2 Detroit. Oh man, that was a huge road win for us. We're playing back to back, but that was a 5-2 final. Let's just move on quickly because we play a game again tonight. We're heading back home where we're going to face off against the Philadelphia Flyers, which we're going to see when they're right behind us in the standings. But let's just move on and look at the schedule, man, because tonight, man, it's action packed. 15 games, and a lot. Everybody's playing in the East, so we'll look at the standings later that are all going to be changing by the time the night is done, and when we do our show for tomorrow and a recap. But let's just run through them, man. All the Eastern Conference teams are playing here. Head to head at 1 o'clock, you're going to have Ottawa and Tampa Bay. Then Florida at the Islanders at 1, Anaheim at Edmonton at 3:30, Minnesota at Boston at 5, Dallas at Pittsburgh at 5, New Jersey at Carolina at 5, St. Louis at Columbus at 5, Seattle at Buffalo at 5:30, Toronto at St. Louis at 7, Montreal and Nashville at 7, Winnipeg at Colorado at 7, Utah at LA at 9, Vancouver at Calgary at 10, and Washington at Las Vegas at 10:30. The only other game we had last night was the Rangers spanked Chicago 6-1, so don't got to run through any scores. But anyway, that's a schedule. It's going to be crazy night of hockey. But let's just move on real quick. Make this one a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, quick one, and look at the wild card race here. That was a huge victory for us, man, and more importantly, it was a regulation win, which could uh, bode well for us as a tiebreaker here as we get into the end. But nonetheless, that win gave us 86 points. We're just 1 point out of the final wild card slot there, which is the New York Islanders at 87 points, and two behind the Bruins at 88. So win tonight against the Flyers. Hey, we're right back in the mix of it, and all these numbers are going to change here. Uh, but we want to keep an eye. We want to get into the wild card slot and maybe up into the three in the Atlantic, where the Montreal Canadiens are sitting with 90 points. But it's a tight ass race there, folks. It's just going to be, it's just going to get tighter and tighter. We got 10 games left. Let's get another victory tonight against the Flyers at home. And then after that, the final game of the month is against Pittsburgh on the 31st. But we'll talk about that one tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up real quick because it's going to be Saturday. I got shit I want to do. But it was great to see the boys respond well last night and play a good road win, get that victory, and heading back home to Little Caesars Arena. So anyway, just want to say, hey, thanks for watching. Be kind and nice to each other, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.